What's up, guys? Sunday. I know I told you to get you a video Friday, but it didn't happen. I ended up hanging out with some guys. Little car meet we're trying to get together, get a big group going. So I wasn't able to get a video for you guys and wasn't able to do much on the car. So I thought I'd give you an update now. It's Sunday. Been out here for maybe an hour or so, not too terribly long. The car is done, guys. The car is finished. We actually got a good, legit camcorder now. No longer using my phone. Hopefully this will work out a little bit better. I like it better, but I don't know if you guys will like it better. I don't get calls or texts and interrupt the video anymore, so that's nice. So anyway, let's give you an update of what's going on, what all we got done in the short period of time. I will have a video of this thing backing out under its own power and maybe driving around the block. I'll hook the GoPro camera up to it if I can find my suction cup car mount. If not, then we'll just carry the new camera around with us and we'll do one like that. Either way, I'll cut here in just a minute as soon as I get done showing you guys what's all finished on it and like one or two things left that I've got to do once I get it on the ground. Of course, the sway bar bushings, the end link pieces are kind of difficult to get on when it's in the air and the suspension's fully down, so you can set it down on the ground, and it makes it easier to put the end links on the sway bar end links. The sway bar on the rear, kind of a pain on this one. It took me a little bit to do, but I found a trick. If you will put the end links on first, and not the bottom bushing, but if you just put the end links on and then put the nut and the washer on the very bottom just to kind of hold it in place, if you don't have two hands or two people, because I don't here, then it'll kind of keep the bar where it needs to be, and then you can just push it up. You've got a little movement forward and backwards, but not a whole lot. So it'll kind of hold the bar in place for you, make it a lot easier to get it pushed up and in. Once I did that, I just used a flathead screwdriver, pried into where the little tab piece clips for the bottom bracket piece, and just used it to pry up to kind of pop the bushing in, and then slid it out, slid the bracket in real quick. It sounds a lot easier than what it really was. It was kind of difficult. But either way, I got it, got that done. The clutch has been acting a little funky on this. I think it's my slave and master cylinder. I've got a new one over there to put on it from another car that I had. But I don't know if I want to do that right now. I'm wanting to put air conditioning back in the Mustang, so I doubt I'd do that right now because it's still running and driving. It's just the clutch feels real short. You go probably about halfway down before it feels like it's starting to engage. It doesn't have air in the system. I've bled it a couple of times using the reverse bleed process, which works really good. I'll probably do a video on that too because that's a really good way to do it. Either way, so I guess update time. I'll show you guys what I've been doing. Let me get the camera off the tripod here. Alright, so you guys have seen most of the suspension stuff. This will just be kind of a finished thing, so you can see all the finished product of it. It's not cleaned up. It's still got my greasy hands all over it. So let's just show you guys real quick what we're working with. Oh, so if you look under here, sway bar, this is the piece I was talking about earlier. If you'll take, and if you'll assemble the whole thing like this, and then the bottom, not this one, but the one underneath, it goes underneath the control arm. If you'll just put the washer and the nut on and not the actual bushing, it'll hold the sway bar in place. Makes it a little bit easier since I didn't have two hands to get it lined up into the actual mount there that I don't think you can see. No, you can't, it's too dark. Either way, it'll help you get it up into that. Axles are in, drive shaft's in, the diff mount's actually the correct way this time, mustache bar's actually the correct way this time. Brakes, rear brakes are bled, drums are back on. So the only thing left is to put the wheels on the rear. I went back with the wheels that came with the car. They're 15s. The reason being is they look pretty good. They look more too American to me, but that's all right. The reason being is these came off of an S13 240SX, and the offset's a little off. I need it more in instead of out. Well, I had some wheel spacers, and they fit the rear, but the front has the hub lip you guys know about, where your bearing's right in right here, and it lips, and my wheel spacers don't quite clear it. So, and they're aluminum, so they're very hard to mill. I was supposed to send them out to a friend to mill them. I just haven't got around to it. He lives all the way
about 2 hours away and wants me to just mail them to him, but I don't know if I want to spend the money to mail them to him or just take them to the machine shop and have the work done. There's the other one. But the back doesn't need it, but the front does, and I haven't got time to mill them yet. These tires were fine, it's just they were a little old, and I'm not going to be driving this thing a whole lot anyway because I got to get it to the shop to get alignment done, or so I can do an alignment on it. And either way, so I guess I'll cut here real quick, come back, show you guys this thing setting on the ground. Maybe we'll take it for a spin around the road. I hope so.